Hare Krishna. Question: is ISKCON trying to misappropriate Sanatan Dharma? Answer: not at all. It is trying to propagate Sanatan Dharma, not misappropriate it. So first of all, Sanatan Dharma, it refers to our eternal nature. So Dharma refers to our internal, innate, inalienable characteristic, which at its core is to love and serve. And that nature is something which can never be lost, but it can be misdirected away from Sanatan Tattva, from the eternal truth, that is supreme eternal truth, that is God, Krishna, towards other things. So when that happens, then we need purification. We need a process by which we can redirect our love towards God, towards Krishna. So now, based on the Vedic scriptures, the Krishna consciousness movement provides a process to develop love for God. So in that sense, the knowledge of the scriptures, which tell us about Sanatan Dharma, and the process which the scriptures give for sharing Sanatan Dharma, that is what the Krishna consciousness movement is sharing. Now sometimes it may appear that the Krishna consciousness movement is misappropriating Sanatan Dharma, because many people have an open-ended, vacuous notion of Sanatan Dharma. That means they think that Sanatan Dharma means anything goes. So yes, we should be open-minded, but we shouldn't be so open-minded that our brains fall out. Now, there is in the Sanatan Dharma, the broad teachings of the Vedic scriptures, there is a wide level of accommodation, and people of different levels, people of different mentalities are connected to the spiritual path at different levels. But still, while there is accommodation, that does not mean that there is no regulation at all. There is, if people had the idea that anyone can do anything and still that person is in Sanatan Dharma, then Krishna would not have any need to speak the Bhagavad Gita itself. So, if we can just do whatever we want and by that we can attain perfection, then why does Krishna have to speak the Bhagavad Gita? But still Krishna does speak the Bhagavad Gita, and the Bhagavad Gita Krishna tells Arjuna certain specific things. Do this, don't do this. So, it's like a doctor has to tell the patient, take these medicines and avoid these foodstuffs, or avoid these activities, because they will worsen the disease. So now, when a doctor gives instruction like this, at one level it may seem like restriction, but actually it is regulation so that there can be restoration of health of the patient. Similarly, to raise us from our present disease condition, what is the disease condition we are in? Though we are eternal, we are loving the temporary things. And because of loving temporary things, when those temporary things get destroyed, when they go, then we suffer. So Sanatan Dharma encourages us tamasoma jyotirgama, that go from darkness to light. Mrityurma amritam gama sattva. Asatoma sadgama, go from the temporary to the eternal, from the unreal to the real, from the darkness to light. So like that, from the death to immortality. So when it is talking about it, now this is not just some sentiment or imagination. There is a process for doing this. And in our disease condition, we stay attached to the temporary. In our healthy condition, we become attached to the eternal, and therein we find lasting happiness. So to move from the disease condition to the healthy condition, there is a process. And when that process is taught, that process is not a misappropriation or misappropriation, but that process is actually education. Propagation of that process is so that people can relish restoration of their natural spiritual health and find happiness therein. Thank you. Hare Krishna.